Hi, Wes Scott from Lifeback Law Firm. Today we're going to talk about, is gossip kind or helpful? Is name calling kind or helpful? Is it professional, right? Is it professional to have people who are in positions of leadership, gossiping, name calling, talking about someone's sexual orientation, talking about somebody's mental health? Of course, none of these things are kind and helpful. Folks, I tell you what, the older I get, if you are around people who insist on gossiping, consider different friends. Consider having different friends. If you are around somebody who thinks it's amusing, and I'm always waiting for the punchline. Like, where's the punchline? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Why is it amusing to talk about somebody's sexual orientation, regardless of what it is? I got nothing. And then, of course, is it kind or helpful or professional to talk about somebody's mental health? It tells you a lot about the person that you're listening to. And it tells me enough that I need to know that I go, there's obviously something going on inside you, that dehumanizing other people is what you need to do to get your needs met. And it's a sad thing. I mean, it really is. And at Lifeback Law Firm here, for example, we from the top down do not engage in gossip. We do not engage in gossip. We certainly don't find or will allow any comments about somebody's sexual orientation or mental health, unless in terms of mental health, for example, you're trying to help somebody. Of course. But we certainly wouldn't be making comments on somebody's mental health to find it amusing or interesting. In and of itself. Again, consider in your own life, if you're around people who need to denigrate other people or name call, just childish. Consider getting different friends. Life is too short, and I am not interested in somebody's insecurities, and that need to resort to this kind of stuff. We got more important things to do here, and at the firm we are moving mountains. And when you have a crew, I'll tell you this: when you have a crew who, just the emotional intelligence is just incredible. As a boss, as an owner of a company, you will be happier. You will be happier because there's less insecurity. And so I highly recommend diversifying your ranks, getting yourself a staff that is emotionally mature and secure, so that you can accomplish the objectives of your company. So often we find ourselves in business, we find ourselves actually dealing with somebody's insecurities, and I've been there many times, just to the point of ridiculousness. Like, why are you here? Once you remove this, you're never going to be so thankful. If you're dealing with this now inside a company, remove it. I'm just telling you, you're doing yourself no favors. Remove it. When the time is right, when you are ready to get your life back, reach out to Minnesota's most kind and helpful bankruptcy law firm right here at Lifeback Law Firm. You're going to be so thankful you did.